Hello, beautifuls. It's Charlotte here with Dragonfly Soul Healing. So this is pile 1 for the November 9th pick a card. Just so everybody knows, this is going to be part of the membership. So I'm just offering today's pick a card weekly reading for the group so you guys can kind of see what it is that you're going to get with the memberships. So I will leave the link for the membership in the description box when I get this posted. So the Eight of Air is the first card of today. And this card here is talking about feeling trapped. And it says an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, and afraid to take action. Now what I see with this card is these unicorns here are like almost trying to hold this person back here, right? And so this unicorn is running away from the group. And one thing that I was seeing with this is the raging water behind. We have a lot of like rough waves and everything like that, and it feels like there's like an emotional situation that's happening at this time where it's like you're kind of trying to get away from this chaotic energy. And so a lot of this card is talking about is only you are stuck if you believe you're stuck. And so there's this energy asking you to pay attention to everything that's going on around you, first off, and allow yourself to make some decisions to get you out of that fear. The Three of Swords also came out with this today, and so there's that energy of heartbreak and loss, and maybe it's from a loss previously, whether it's this lifetime or another, where we tried our hardest to get away from the masses, right? Like, if you think about the circumstances we're getting into right now, people are really being isolated, especially if you're not falling in line, so to speak. And so it feels like there's been many attempts at finding that soul sovereignty, and it's kind of taking you out. And so now there's that fear of taking action where you just hold yourself back completely. And so we do have to just be really mindful. Now the Three of Swords is also like that card of heartbreak, loss, sadness. And so it feels like there's something coming around, and I was seeing that we also have the moon here as well. And so it's like something that's being hidden is coming to light, and your intuition is kind of showing you the truth in the situation. And I feel like that is kind of partly why you're kind of being shown that it's better to just pull away from all of the people and all the circumstances, whether it's a job, relationships, family situations, whatever this is, to allow yourself to go to a really magical, beautiful place. Now, if you look, this forest is really magical looking. And so what you don't see is when you do release yourself from this chaos, this heartbreak, this, this truth that's coming to the light, when you remove yourself from the situation, things get a lot better. We also had the Sun card come out here today. And so, interesting, I didn't realize this, but we have the sun and the moon. So again, that duality that we're playing out here, it's like, which energy do you want to sit in? Because that moon looks really sad and depleted. And yet the sun is like that full of life, vibrant energy. And so it's really important, with your mission, and what we need to focus on this week is, where are we being asked to see the darkness, but also to embrace the light? Where are we being asked to embrace that darkness, and see the light kind of thing? There's a duality showing up here for you. And so it feels like there's some kind of opportunities that are wanting to show up for you. But we do have to deal with this heartbreak first, right? We have that Three of Swords there that's kind of asking us to take some time to heal, right? To pull these swords out, to kind of do some healing work. But one thing I see with this card all the time is you don't know where you're going. And so this is part of that, being afraid to take action. But what you don't see coming is something really beautiful, right? Because that's what that Sun card is about. Is the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. It's about really beautiful things coming to the surface. Okay, so we also had this Maiden card here. Now, the first thing that I always notice is we've got this rabbit standing beside a tombstone, and this can kind of represent death to me. And even what I'm seeing now is how she has to walk past and leave all of her old self behind if she wants to carry on with this trail. And the rabbit here, the rabbits represent fertility and new beginnings, right? Like that fresh start. And so there could be some death around, especially with this like sun, or with this moon and 3 of Swords here, where that could be the heartache, where it kind of feels like it pierces your heart. And we do have the possibility of more people leaving bodies over this next couple months. I don't know if that's necessarily the case for all of you, maybe a few of you, but it's more about letting go of that old self. She's kind of at that crossroads. This could almost represent that 2 of Swords, where it's like, do I stay on the path that's familiar to me, or do I let all of this old aspect go to move into that new path, on that new life, right, that we've been searching for and longing for so long. Letting go of that old path means leaving all these people behind. And that's not always easy for people to just release themselves from this. And I experienced this when I moved to BC, because I came out here, you know, I left all that was familiar and comfortable to me, and all of my people, all of my family and friends, everybody. And so when I came out to BC, it was this energy of a massive loss, because everything that I knew, everything that was comfortable, even though it was chaotic, like this water behind here, that was comfortable for me. That was what I knew. And so coming out here by myself made me have to reevaluate my entire life. I had to make new friends. I had to find my way in this whole new terrain. Like, everything changed. And though it's beautiful, and most people will see the beautiful side of living out here, they didn't see that fear and that action that had to be taken, you know, and that lack of confidence that I had in myself when I did that. Even though I knew it was the best, I was so excited to move, but I literally cried from Saskatchewan all the way to BC, and for days and days after that, right? Those are the things that people don't know, is sometimes when we do have to take that action step, it's not always as magical as it seems. Like, that's where that Moon card comes in, where it's like the things that we're hiding, that we've been avoiding, or whatever this is, come to the surface to be like, hey, you can't change this without fully fixing that. And so we can run away from these people, but we still have to heal from that. And that was something that I had to learn after I moved. But again, we go through this, like, this heartbreak, this hard energy, and then all of a sudden it's like that sun comes in and is like, okay, now you're blessed with all this beautiful abundance and a happy life. And so just pay attention to where you're being asked to shift gears, where you're being asked to move forward, and just allow it to take place. Okay? So I will leave you with that. And if you guys want to keep getting these weekly messages, feel free to join my membership. I will leave the link below. And yeah, I will be here for you weekly. So I will chat with you soon. Take care.